Hello, everyone. My name is Robert Holliday. Thank you for tuning in today. Aha. Um, I wanted to talk about Black Lives Matter, and because I have seen, well, I guess I should lead off like this. Um, Black Lives Matter, the organization, is a gay, queer indoctrination program. It operates on a false premises as a global organization that benefits the black people, the black family as a whole, but unfortunately they do not. Um, they pretty much follow a gay agenda, even as far as the meetings and everything. That's how you first get introduced to Black Lives Matter. And it was the same thing for me as well. Um, this was in Los Angeles. I'd say it's probably about 7 years ago. Um, but I went to a couple of their meetings. And again, Black Lives Matter. They were started by a bunch of uh, gay black females. Um, they were educated, but they were gay. And the reason why I stress this is because of the fact that when the meetings would first start, um, they would always start, well, or at least the times that I was there, they would start with like a 20-minute diatribe about gayness and the multiplicities of gay life that could exist in a spectrum of 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 their mental processes. um, it was the first time I ever found out anything about a pronoun, as per how they like to be addressed. It was the first time that I have ever had people that were a part of the gay community. You have like three speakers that were part of the gay community, um, you know, giving us uh, lectures or stories about their lives and their gayness, as like this is a you know some kind of a um, like a gay social club or something. I don't know. It's crazy, like, but that is what happened. That is the truth, and I'm hoping that you're picking up the audio on here because I just realized that my typical um, audio thing is not in. I wonder. Hold on one second. Okay, hopefully it's getting picked up by the camera. I had to do a whole new rigging. But as I was saying, they start out with the whole little 30-minute stuff. They give their little speech and everything, and it's like, we are not here for this, you know. So that was one of the main reasons why I left. Another thing too, that also gave me the well, you have to look at the fact that Black Lives Matter, it is supposedly a leaderless movement, and being a leaderless movement, um, you can't really expect a lot of um, how do you say, changes to root itself, and for the collective of Black Lives Matter, you know, for it to be as strong as possible to put forth that agenda. Um, it would be on shaky ground with a leaderless um, organization, because each other individual places or agencies, I guess if they break it down with cities or states or what have you, um, that different agendas would be pursued, and also, it's a lot bigger risk of people not doing anything, um, rather than doing all that can be done in order to achieve the goals of the Black community. Um, but I present to you, chief among the goals of the Black community is not learning anything about no gay agenda, and that is um, that is the truth, and it should not be the truth. Um, I wanted to present to you that, and um, you know, I, I love for people to prove me wrong. If you have any proof that anything that can be said any different, please supply it. I have also noticed too that there has been some talk on the internet in regards to um, uh, the non-payment or the non-support of victims of police violence, um, and those widows or those loved ones that were left behind were asking, why has Black Lives Matter not shared anything, any of that money with those that were victims of the police violence? And you know, it was a lot of crickets, and it was something that was a shock. Well, everyone was taken back at the fact that that Black Lives Matter had not done anything to help people. Because I remember um, there was one young lady that said that she was struggling to pay her rent and everything. And she lived, I think it was the young lady that lived in Ferguson. But she was like, why hasn't Black Lives Matter um, done anything to help support her in this time? And you got to look at Black Lives Matter. I think they said it was like $94 million that Black Lives Matter has raised, and that's just the reported funds. And yet they have done nothing to help any of the victims of um, these notorious or how do you call it, horrendous acts committed by the police. And it's really sad state, but I just wanted to you know let people know of my experience, and add to the discussion of what I believe Black Lives Matter to be as an organization, as it is currently constructed today. Um, I would hope that in the future that they would change their platform. I would hope that in the future they would no longer try to assimilate people into anything dealing with gayness. Um, our struggle is not to make the world accept people's gayness. Our struggle is to um, make people accept our human beingness, our worth as human beings, as people that should not be put down, or should not be um, enslaved should not be shot or hung up in a tree. What do you call it? Lynch. Um, you know, it's it's not. You can always shut off your gayness. You can't shut off your blackness. There's nothing you can do to hide it. And as a result, people are going to show their racism towards you consistently. The more that you put yourself out there to meet different people or to have interactions with different people. So I don't know. I guess I will leave it at that. But let me know what has been your experience with Black Lives Matter. I'm sure most of you all that have found this video have found it, thanks to YouTube and the algorithms and everything. But maybe you have seen or experienced the same thing in the how do you say in a city that you reside in. Um, and then there may be some chapters of Black Lives Matter of which operate differently. Maybe there would be a local chapter somewhere in the U.S. who was that was started by a straight person that had not taken on the mantle or the directives of having a 30-minute uh, session on gayness and the spectrum thereof, um, which could be a beacon of what could be. If you are in knowledge of one of those, please do share in the comments section below. I would love to be introduced to those because that is my focus. That is what I believe should be the focus, is to reclaim the position in society that Black Americans, Black people, period, rightfully should obtain or should, should be, because I would like to talk to them. But I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys go for now. Thank you again for tuning in. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. Um, and please remember, things are going to get a lot better very soon. Um, very soon. So keep the faith. All right. Talk to you later. Bye bye.